When the enemy heavily outnumbers up, it can be advantageous to set up what's called a mobile defense rather than doing an area defense. An area defense actually defends a specific location and says the enemy cannot pass through the spot. But a mobile defense follows the enemy and establishes kill zones, ambushes, defensive operations as they travel through, and it orients on the actual enemy force rather than getting too fixed on, this spot or this physical location. So what ends up happening is that the enemy's coming through into our defense positions, and we have one team over here. They're going to pop up on this ridge and engage these guys right here. These guys then naturally have to orient, and they're going to start executing their battle drills. They're going to try and suppress. They're going to try and maneuver. They're going to try and get fire superiority, go through all their battle drills and everything. And before they can actually get pinned, these guys are going to try and withdraw and get out of there. But these guys naturally are still going through their battle drills. They don't know where our guys have gone. They're going to orient. These guys are going to flank. And then suddenly they're going to be, clearing empty fighting positions, not realizing where the enemy went, just in time for these guys to open up. And they are going to open up and start shooting at these guys, which initiates that whole routine over again. So these guys would then turn, suppress, try and maneuver. Maybe these guys come up. And just like before, these guys then, after they get their attention and start forcing them to do their drills, will then withdraw. And by the time the enemy gets over here, there's nothing to actually clear. So then, of course, these guys have displaced. They have time to pop up and start engaging them over here. So now they have to suppress and move. And you see how it just keeps going. They then withdraw just in time for these guys to pop up over here and engage them as they're caught in the open. Now, this is very much an attritional way of fighting. We're not trying to get the enemy in one specific kill zone and annihilate them as a more deliberate area defense. What we're trying to do is make them take 2 casualties here and 3 casualties here, and they run out of ammo over here, and they call for fire over here, but then have to cancel it. Get in their process, they're exhausted over here, and make it so that they have a tough time making decisions. They expend resources and they don't achieve much. So they just have this momentum, this strong offensive push that just slowly gets ground down as it keeps pushing. And then they lose momentum. They need to be resupplies. They have casualties. And suddenly that offense can no longer take place.